We're going to pretend that God is nice and listening. We know that God isn't all that nice because he created lions who rip zebras apart. Maybe there's two gods. Maybe there's a mean God and a nice God. I don't know. Maybe the nice God is trying hard to protect animals, but not doing a very good job. Anyway, let's say a prayer. This is the entire society right now that is having trouble. You are a generation of illiterates. You think it's okay for people to do that. So according to you, if somebody's there stabbing a pig, you'll be like, oh, well, that's okay. I don't want to force them not to. Something is really messed up right now in your head.
I can't read that. I don't feel comfortable reading that word.
There's nothing wrong with reading words. You should never ban a single word. I don't know who's been teaching you, but if you're part of this woke crowd, that's not cool. I don't care what the word is. Even if it's the N-word, if it is in a sentence, you read it.
So the vegan teacher, I'm pretty sure you guys have already heard about this special individual because she's not only popular, basically synonymous on the internet with shoving down plants down people's throats. And if you actually don't follow any type of veganism or any type of vegetarianism, she doesn't even believe in vegetarianism, she's all veganism. But if you don't believe in anything basically she believes in, then you're worse than God.
What do you mean by that?
Yes, I'm not even joking with you. In the next couple of clips we're about to see, not only does she disrespect Christianity, God, and the religion as a whole,
Dear God, wake the fuck up and come down here and help us.
but her own followers, the people that she's trying to influence, literal children, the only way you're going to be able to tell that the children is through the tone of their voice.
Okay, thank you. I just want to know, because I saw a video of yours the other day.
You're going to be able to very easily tell that she's talking to children. But the way she's talking to them, she's not only disrespecting them, but she's straight up telling them that if you don't follow this specific veganism, if you don't follow word for word what I say, then you are not a real vegan.
Being vegan is about rights. And you sound pretty heartless.
So what the vegan teacher and Miss Katie likes to do on TikTok is basically she likes to go on TikTok for whatever views or audience that she does, and she likes to promote veganism in whatever way she does. She has cards and pamphlets and little whatever she does to basically promote veganism. But throughout the conversation, throughout the whole live stream, she brings people up to try to influence them, encourage, and just sometimes debate on veganism as a whole. But lately with a couple of the streams that she actually does, the clips from the streams that we're going to see is from 2 days that are recorded. But lately, not only has she been bringing people up and arguing with them if they don't believe in the veganism, but she's not debating, she's not conversating, and she's basically straight up telling people, if you're not going to listen to what I'm saying, if you're not going to follow word for word what I say, then get off my live, and I don't want to talk to you, and you're not going to be able to spread your message or debate me because I'm right, this is my live, and you're going to listen to me. Trust me, it gets really crazy. You're going to want to see this.
Today, just right now, we're going to pretend that we are Christians. How about that? Or whatever religion, and we're going to talk to God, okay? And we're going to say thank you to all the vegans. Here we go. Hands together. We're going to pretend that God is nice and listening. We know that God isn't all that nice because he created lions who rip zebras apart right in front of their moms. Super sad. But, you know, on the off chance that maybe there's two gods, maybe there's a mean God and a nice God, I don't know. Maybe the nice God is trying hard to protect animals, but not doing a very good job. Anyway, let's say a prayer. Hands together, eyes closed. Dear God, thank you for vegans. Thank you so much for creating beautiful humans who are protecting the animals on this planet. Dear God, we really wish that you would do the work, but you seem to be too lazy. Or maybe, God, you're drunk. Maybe you're stoned. We don't know. But anyway, thanks for creating vegans. We are here as your servants trying to save the animals from harm. We don't understand, God, why it is that you decided to create lions who rip little baby zebras to shreds in front of their moms. But, you know, maybe you had a bad day. We're not very happy about the part of the grocery store that has the morgue. We want you to fix that, okay? We don't want the morgue part of the grocery store. And we don't want the part that's a cemetery, all right? From now on, dear God, thank you for all the good things you've done. And no thank you for all the bad things you did, but we want you to change, okay? Dear God, wake the fuck up and come down here and help us, okay? Vegans need some help. We're tired. We're on here all the time. We're doing live videos and we're trying to protect the animals, and we just don't know what happened to you. Did you die, God?
Are you dumb?
I think she's dumb. I think she's dumb.
We don't know. Anyway, do your best. Do better, God, because right now we're giving you like a 2 on 10, okay? And you got to get a higher grade than that. Do better. Amen.
Nature. You're mad at nature? I can understand people, you're trying to convert people to veganism because you think that the industry is hurting animals. I'm not even gonna get into that because I don't even know if that's true or not. I don't dive into that too much. I know there's free range and then industrially grown. I know there's a difference. But you're mad at nature. You're mad at God for creating lions that just eat. Oh my God. I don't even want to get into it because I'm not going to say it's all blasphemous and everything because I do have an opinion on religion. I'm, low-key religious, but I'm not about to shove religion or anybody's values down people's throats. I don't think you're supposed to be doing that though. I don't think that's allowed, but hey, who am I to tell?
So Exodus 22:19. Here is what it says. This is a quote. Now we know that the cows are sexually assaulted in the dairy industry. They lift up their tail after they tie them up. They force them to be pregnant. That is sexual assault. That is rape. When the baby's born, they steal the baby. That's evil and it's wrong. And it is, according to the Bible, evil and wrong. All Christians should be vegan. Why? Because of this quote from the Bible. Let's read it.
Anyone who has sexual relations with an animal is to be put to death. Bible, Exodus 22:19.
Okay.
Oh God. Okay, so I used to breed Frenchies. That's why my name is Blu.frenchi. Technically, that's called artificial insemination. When you get sperm from a male and then put it into a female, that's called artificial insemination. When I bite into a burger, I'm not eating its ass. When I bite into some bacon, it's not its fucking cock.
That.
Turkey ass. Eat up, suckers.
Honestly, one of the biggest things that I'm tripping about is how she's mad at nature. What are you gonna be mad at next? Gravity for making your tick sag lower? What are you gonna be mad at next? The sun for making you look like Palpatine? I'm about to look. Okay, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's the way that she's having a conversation with these people. It's the way that it's not even these people, they're kids. The way that she's having a conversation with these kids. She's not talking to them in the way a teacher should. Technically, her job, her occupation, she says she's a registered nurse, that she's a teacher. I doubt to hell that she's an actual nurse or a teacher at all. But if she is a teacher, someone that's supposed to be receptive, open to new ideas, and this in the way that she talks to people, you haven't seen it yet. But in the upcoming clips, you're gonna see the way that she talks to the kids is so disrespectful, it's so out of line that I don't even know what the point is she trying to do here, because she's not influencing anybody, she's not convincing anybody, she's just being an asshole.
Hi, Lexi. Please read, including the title.
Don't eat pigs. It's evil to eat sausages because 6-month-old baby pigs are passed to death in the same way that Nazis?
Stop.
Okay.
What this word here that starts with the letter G, what is that?
Gassed.
Right, you said past. I don't know why. But the fact that you said past means you didn't understand it. So we're not reading just to go fast. We're reading for understanding, to get you to feel what you're reading. Okay?
Sorry.
Do you understand that they are gassed to death? This is torture. This is absolutely like being burned from the inside out in a tiny cage. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Screaming. Mm-hmm. Okay, and that is how they murdered, the Nazis murdered Jewish children in World War II this way. It is despicable, and it was wrong and evil, and we are here to protect all victims of violence. Please keep reading the blue part now.
The blue part, okay. Pigs are related. I don't know that word, I'm sorry.
In this classroom, you do not give up. You pronounce the syllable.
Routinely? Wait, I know it. Routinely.
Routinely. You know what a dance routine is?
Yeah.
You know what happens if you go to your dance routine routinely? It means you go all the time.
Yeah.
Okay? Right, so you know this word.
Yeah.
Pigs are routinely, so that means always. Pigs are routinely subjected to?
Overpowered.
May I ask how old you are, Lexi?
18.
Lexi, I'm gonna tell it to you straight, okay? I'm just gonna be completely straight with you. You have a serious problem. You need to spend time reading every single day. If you do not know how to read, you cannot possibly function in this society. You don't know how to think properly. You absolutely must get away from computer games. I don't know what you're spending your time on, but an 18-year-old who doesn't know how to read words like routinely, there's a problem. And that's just not you. This is the entire society right now that is having trouble. You are a generation of illiterates. All of us teachers are alarmed. You must be able to read basic things. It is terrifying that the world is going to be left to people who can't even do basic reading. This is reading that my children could do when they were 10. I don't know what's happened, but you have to be able to read properly. Do not, in fact, come up here unless you know how to read. Now, it's normal that you might make a few mistakes. We all do. That's normal. But do not come here and waste my time. If you haven't learned how to read on your own, I've decided I'm not teaching that anymore. I only want people who actually can read to come in.
Shit, Emperor Palpatine is kind of being a dick right now. Who are you to tell her how she could read or she can't read? In all honesty, you just look at the comments that are passing through the chat. They're saying she's dyslexic, she was trying, maybe there was some type of neurological problem. There was so many possibilities that could contribute to her not being able to read fluently. She was reading. She was completely reading she just wasn't reading it fluently. Just not everybody reads fluently nowadays. Some people struggle with words, some people struggle with sentences, phrases. It's okay. And the vegan teacher, the person that's supposed to be open and sharing and caring, literally tells her that she has a problem. And she literally compares her to all of society and telling them that she's just like how society has a big problem. How dare you? How disrespectful could you be to a child? Like, I understand it was 18. I'm 24. I consider that a child. But it's a kid. It literally just turned an adult. And that's the way you want to introduce them into your whole veganism. That's the way you want to portray yourself as. So I guarantee that child just thinks of you as a dick now. I guarantee that person is not only going to not listen to you now, but they're probably going to promote how much of an asshole you're being.
Do not come in if you are not interested in being kind or if you don't know how to read. You're here to be a citizen. Hi, Day Day. Would you like to read a card?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Here is a card. This is the lyrics to a song. Please read that.
When I was just a girl, I heard Papa's gun as I played in the cornfield in the afternoon sun. I ran to the barn, but it was too late. Later that night, she was lying on my plate. Papa, what have you done? Yummy food, bro. I love meat, bro. Shut up and stop trying to get people vegan, bro. Nobody's gonna get vegan. Like, bro. Womp womp. If you don't want people to eat meat, I'm gonna eat my meat, so shut up.
That was good. I honestly forgot about that one, but I had to include that one because, man, you vegan teacher, you. And that's exactly the way that people should be responding to you. You.
Hello.
Hi, where are you in the world?
I'm from Iraq.
Sorry, I can't understand you.
I am from Iraq.
You're from Iraq? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. How can I help you? What would you like?
I'm just here for. I don't understand why you say gods are better. Vegans are better than God. I don't understand.
Well, do you know what a vegan is?
Yes. I'm a very, very good vegan.
Well, vegans protect animals and God does nothing.
Yes, but some people they all don't slaughter animals.
Yeah, God created lions who rip baby zebras apart in front of their crying mothers. How do you explain that?
I mean, I'm a Muslim. I don't know how.
Answer the question. Answer the question, or you get thrown off the live.
What's the question?
Well, if you don't listen, you have to listen to the question, okay? I'm only interested in talking to people who are actually listening. If you're not listening to the question, then don't come in.
You're mad at nature! The points that she's trying to prove are understandable in the eyes of a vegan because they understand that they're trying to wholeheartedly not bring any harm towards animals. But on the other side of the coin, on an omnivore, carnivore side, in all reality, you got to understand that the differences between eating all meats and all plants. If you just eat all plants, it's bad for you. If you just eat all meat, it's bad for you. You have to have a balanced diet of fruits and vegetables and meats and everything. And it would be much easier. It would be a much easier idea to grasp as a start, as starting with a well-balanced diet and then slowly progressing towards veganism. But the thing is, that's not what she's really trying to do. She's not trying to convince anybody. She's not trying to portray the idea of turning veganism. All she's trying to do is make people listen. And if you don't listen to the ideology of the veganism ideology that she's trying to portray, or she's trying to put off, or she's trying to basically make law,
it should be the law that everyone has to be vegan.
Then you're a bad person. And anything else that has to do with harm of animals is also contributing to the badness. And I just, every time I look at a situation like this, I don't want to bring religion to it. I don't want to bring religion to it because it just muddies the water. And when it comes between logic and morals, sometimes it can construe the line and everybody just goes all messy. And I'm not really trying to say she's right. I'm not really trying to say she's wrong, because everybody has a different conjecture of the verse. Everybody takes different sentiments and statements from the verse itself. So everybody can understand it and construe them in their own ways. But the way she's literally trying to force the ideology from the Bible verse onto veganism, even though it doesn't match at all, it's kind of disgusting. It weakens her argument because she's trying to just play on morals. She's trying to just make you feel bad for the veganism instead of actually trying to trade the right ideas to become veganism on why it's good to be vegan.
What do you think about animals, like killing and eating other animals?
Well, I think it sucks, but that's the way that God designed the planet, and that's why God is not somebody that I consider to be especially kind.
Do you know what would happen if they didn't?
What does that have to do with you being vegan? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, no, hold up. Humans are animals by scientific.
Okay, so it's not hold up. Okay, it's my life. This is my classroom. It's not hold up. You answer me first. What does all of that have to do with you? You're not a lion. You live near a grocery store. Okay? So you tell me first why you aren't vegan before we worry about the lions. Okay, you can I'll unmute you, or you can unmute yourself if you want to.
I was going to answer the question, but...
That's the question. You can answer it.
All right, so... Well, can I finish my question, though? Because I didn't get to.
Okay,
I didn't get to.
Okay, you're gone. You had your chance. You had to answer my question, and then you get to your question. Okay, I asked you why you aren't vegan. I said, don't worry about the lions first. Let's talk about you. You didn't do that. So you can go and come back. Go into the back of the line and come back if you want to. If you're coming into my live, you have to listen and you have to answer.
He literally did listen and answer. He asked the first question because he wanted to get something asked, and then you answered his question with a question, and so you wanted your answer, but all he wanted was his answer first. So he told you, hey, before I answer your question, can I get an answer? And then you wanted to become dictator, mute him, and then tell him, no, this is my life. You're gonna do what I say, and if you're not gonna listen to me, I'm just gonna kick you off. Where's the open discussion? Where's the open forum and the safe space that you're trying to create to promote the veganism? Because all it sees is you're hostile. At this point, I think that she mentioned she was 10 hours into the live. So I can understand the frustration. I can understand, she's been dealing with a lot of, I guess, bad people, and not really bad people. They're people messing with her because she's really trying to portray a bad idea of veganism. But I can understand being frustrated. You're trying to portray a righteous image, a good image, a holy image, a safe image, but you act like this to your literal audience that is trying to talk to you. They're not trying to debate you. They're not arguing at you. Obviously, you're kicking anybody off that's being super disrespectful. But the people that are actually trying to talk to you, the people that are actually trying to conversate, debate with you, you're kicking them off and you're being completely disrespectful. So what conversation is happening? Now, these last two videos, actually, they kind of got me the most upset because not only is she most disrespectful to both of them, but they're literally her fans.
And I completely appreciate you,
They're literally telling her, oh, we love you. We love everything you're doing. We love the whole idea and the mantra and the ideology that you're trying to portray. We like that.
believing in animal rights and loving animals. I completely love that about you.
But she literally tells them, since you're not exactly like me, then you're the wrong type of vegan. What?
I'm a vegan because I believe in animal rights, and I believe that I would never force veganism upon somebody, but I personally believe that it's the right choice.
Okay, that's a mistake, what you just said. We should be forcing veganism upon everybody. It should be the law that everyone has to be vegan. That's what it should be. Do we force people? Do we have laws that protect people from killing cats? Do we? Yes. Do we have laws that prevent people from killing dogs? Yes. Should we have laws? Should we force people to stop killing pigs? Yes. Should we have laws that force people not to kill kids? Yes. We absolutely should be enforcing veganism. It should be the law. Nobody should be allowed to take a sentient being and stab them in the neck. That should be against the law. You should go to jail for that, or even worse. Thanks for being here, Ashley. I don't want that on my head.
Yeah, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question before I go?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I just want to know, because I saw a video of yours the other day, and I completely appreciate you, like believing in animal rights and loving animals. Like, I completely love that about you. And honestly, I feel like I don't follow through with when you say we should force that upon people. I feel like people should have their own opinions. And thank you for understanding. I see you nodding your head. Thank you.
No, I don't.
I feel like people should have their...
Listen, stop for a second, okay? People are, if I tell somebody that they should be vegan, am I forcing them to be vegan?
You literally just said you wanted to make the law. You literally just said that if people were to kill any sentient animal, if they were to stab a sentient animal, they should be killed or put in jail.
It should be the law that everyone has to be vegan.
You literally just said that.
No.
Right. Okay. Am I at anybody's house grabbing them and shoving tofu down their throat?
No.
No, I'm not forcing anybody to be vegan. But do I think we should have a right to force people to be vegan? Yes, because being vegan means kind. Listen to me. It means being kind to animals. It means not torturing them. We should have laws that force people to be vegan. Do we have laws that force people to stop at a red light?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So if we have laws that force people to stop at a red light, why can we not have laws that force people not to stab pigs? Which law is more important?
Stopping at a red light.
Why?
Because it could cause a car crash, endangering humans' lives.
Right. Or they could just learn to drive really slowly and just look both ways. Right? They could slow down on their own and be like, oh, it's a cross in the road. Maybe we should just slow down. Right? They could just figure it out for themselves.
Yeah.
But the people have no way to escape.
I don't understand.
Do you think that we can have laws, both laws? Do you think that we can have laws for red lights and also a law that says nobody is allowed to kill pigs? Let's picture in England, okay, and all of the UK. Let's say they came up with a law and they said, from now on, nobody's allowed to kill pigs on this. You guys have let's call it an island. Let's call it an island. Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's a big ass island.
Okay. On your island, nobody's allowed to kill pigs anymore, okay? And there's a vote. Okay. What do you, Ashley, vote? Yes, I want people to be allowed to kill pigs because I don't want to force them, or I want people to stop killing pigs. What do you vote for?
People should have their own opinions. I do not believe that people should be forced to have laws against killing pigs, seeing as what the guy said earlier.
Thank you very much for being here. But I don't consider you to be a real vegan if you think it's okay that people stab animals. Okay, being vegan is not about food. Being vegan is about rights. And you sound pretty heartless. You think it's okay for people to do that. So according to you, if somebody's there stabbing a pig, you'll be like, oh, well, that's okay. I don't want to force them not to. Something is really messed up right now in your head. Now, either you're not telling the truth or we're having a misunderstanding. But it's pretty creepy. If you are a kid who actually thinks it's okay, somebody's stabbing a pig and wants to eat them in front of you, you'll be like, okay. Don't want to force you not to. I don't believe you.
How disrespectful. Literally, when she's telling her she loves everything she's doing, that life's the whole idea, she's just trying to conversation. She's not even trying to debate. All she's trying to do is answer the questions and giving her honest opinion on the fact that you literally can't force anybody to do anything. And then the vegan teacher goes into child mode, literally mocking her. I don't think of you as a real vegan, and I think there's something really messed up in your head because you don't want to stop animal abuse. Like, okay. I think there's a line in the whole veganism ideology between, being okay, telling everybody, you should do this, you should do that. It's the right thing to do because, yes, the animals suffer and all that shit. But at the same time, now you're just being straight disrespectful and you're telling everybody they should change laws and telling everybody that should force everybody else to be vegan. The only people that actually really authentically listen to her are people that are already vegan or little children. because nobody else wants to hear it. Because everybody else also already understands that well-balanced diets are probably usually better than just all vegan and vegetarian diets, even all carnivore diets. Not eating all one thing is good for you.
Oh,
Please read it. Please read.
the dairy industry is the yeah,
Talk to her.
Are you able to read? If you can't read, then I'll let you go and I'll get somebody else.
I can't read that. I don't feel comfortable reading that word.
Why?
It's a little weird.
There's nothing wrong with reading words. You should never ban a single word. I don't know who's been teaching you, but if you're part of this woke crowd, that's not cool. You should be reading every single word. You should be able to read words on paper. They're in the dictionary, and it's important that you know what words mean.
Paper is vegan, right?
So you were literally trying to make him force to say that word. I understand maybe, you know, that word's not a big deal to some people, but the kid literally just didn't want to say the word. And you're trying to force him to say something that you don't want. At this point, it just got me super uncomfortable, because what is she trying to do? Is she trying to break the woke crowd? Because she's talking about woke. She's talking like, oh God. Oh gosh. Oh yeah. She also says this.
See, guys, how easy it is? It's not hard to be good. It's not hard to read. You can read hard words. It's not a problem. Words are here for you to read. Never, ever don't read a word. I don't care what the word is. Even if it's the N word, if it is in a sentence, you read it.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that one. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that one. But yeah. So I'm pretty sure you can see at this point that the vegan teacher is low-key losing her rocker. And I don't even want to be super disrespectful, because I'm not that type of person to be disrespectful. In a lot of the videos that I've already posted, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I don't like to talk to anybody, but the way she is talking to literal children, if she was having a conversation with adults, teenagers even, they're like older teenagers, I shouldn't say that, young adults. If she was having an actual conversation with adults and young adults, then I would have a much better understanding, because, you know, sometimes they're a little harder to talk to and just to get there in their hard heads. So you have to be a little rough, you have to be a little coarse sometimes, but you're talking to children, people that have no idea what they're doing, have no conception of aggression sometimes. And I'm literally sure, like, one of the biggest video that irritated me was number 7, when the girl with the soft-spoken girl was literally trying to tell her that, hey, you know, I don't want to force anybody to be vegan because I don't think it's right.
I feel like people should have their own opinions.
And then she tells her, you're wrong for not forcing people to be vegan. You should force people to be vegan. It should be the law to force people to be vegan. And then in the next clip, she's like, I'm not trying to force people to be vegan.
That should be against the law. You should go to jail for that, or even worse.
You're off your rocker, lady. You're off your rocker. You need to literally stop, because you're not doing anything at this point. And I'm not rooting for anything. I root for your good health. I root for your safe patches through the fucking end life. I don't give a fuck. Just stop being such an asshole. Stop being a dick. Maybe we can have a conversation. I would love to have a conversation with you. I would love to actually dig through your fucking brain and see what makes it tick, because it's a fucking hamster wheel, I bet. All right, well, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm honestly really fucking tired of hearing veganism, vegan teacher. If I hear her voice one more fucking time, I'm gonna punch a cow. I'm gonna punch a cow. But of course, as always, please don't go and be disrespectful to her. I don't want to throw any negativity. I don't want to be, you know, disrespectful or anything. But at the same time, she's being completely disrespectful to these kids. So I'm not gonna tell you what to do. Do your own thing. But I actually just made a analog horror video, low-key short. It's a minute and 45 seconds long. If you actually want to check it out, I really encourage you to, because I'm trying to also get into the analog horror space. I think it's kind of fun. Check it out. But I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later.